Hey everybody, Motorpoet 59 here. By the time you see this, I will already be back from this trip that I'm getting ready to go on. But this is Tuesday, July 5th, and come Thursday, in 2 days, I'm going to head over to the coast for a 2-day golf tournament. Travel over there on Thursday and kick around, do some things, and then I'll play golf Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday I'm going to go shoot some videos for the other channel up at San Luis Obispo at the Railroad Museum up there. Hopefully catch a couple of trains. So it'll be a busy weekend. But the reason I wanted to bring this up is I'm going to an extremely liberal part of California. That part of California, the coast, is the reason California is so liberal. The liberal issues of California have absolutely nothing to do where I live here in Bakersfield, which is in the Central Valley, at the south end of the Central Valley, 100 miles north of LA, for those of you who don't know where Bakersfield is, and we're about 120 miles from the coast. But going over there always annoys me. There are conservatives there, don't get me wrong. I actually know quite a few conservatives who live over at the coast. It's a beautiful place. I wouldn't want to live at the coast because I don't like that kind of weather. It's always gloomy, and it never gets really hot over there, and that's nice. But I don't know, it's a little gloomy for me. The Central California coast, the Southern California coast isn't like that, but that's LA, and that's crowded, and I don't ever go down there. But anyway, rambling on as usual. Going over there, as I said, annoys me. You see, a lot of these businesses over there are these. They're just. You'd have to see it. Some of you probably live in places where it's like that, artsy fartsy. Everybody's still wearing masks. It's insane, and I've been playing in this is an annual tournament, and I've been doing it since 2015, which is. I've only been playing golf since 2015, and I've done it every year since. In 2019, the tournament happened just before everything started, the COVID thing started being an issue. And during the lockdown, in the middle of the lockdown, the Central California coast, and I'll be going to a town I'll be staying in and playing golf in a town called Arroyo Grande, which is just south, adjacent to Pismo Beach and those cities in that area. And they had billboards on the roads going to the coast for a while during 2020 during the lockdowns that said, Kern County, which is where Bakersfield is, we love you, but stay away. We don't want to get sick. I don't remember how they were worded. I never actually saw one of them, but I saw pictures of them and people talked about them. And the people in the Central Valley were really pissed. The people in Fresno, I don't think it said Kern County. I think it said San Joaquin Valley, because a lot of people from Fresno also go to the coast. But anyway, their point was they didn't want us over there because somehow we were going to make things worse. And when all that happened, I always make my reservations for my lodging around February, so I don't. A lot of times you get a better price locked in, and that way I don't. If I wait till the last minute, a lot of these guys do, and they end up not being able to get a room. So when all the craziness started and San Luis Obispo County started their policy, first off, if you were going to play, we used to play at the Morro Bay Golf Course, which is a state-operated golf course, so we couldn't play there unless you were a resident of San Luis Obispo County. You couldn't play at the Morro Bay course or any of the other state courses over there. And you couldn't stay at any lodging facility there unless you had a specific, provable reason for staying there. And all lodging facilities were capped at 50% capacity. So I called, we talked to Morro Bay because we'd already made our reservation the year before. They said, yeah, we can't, sorry man, we can't take you. And so I called we called the other golf course where we play in Arroyo Grande called Cypress Ridge, and they said, screw their stupid rules. You guys come over. You come over and play here both days. We'll take care of you. We're privately owned, and we'll do whatever we want. We don't care if they like it or not. Right on. So I called hotel where I had stayed for the last 3 years, I think, at that time, which was up in Morro Bay, and that's about, I don't know, 30 miles north of Pismo, and asked him, hey, I don't have a legitimate reason for being there. And he said, this is ridiculous. I am not going to ask people why they're here. They have us at 50% capacity. I'm already struggling. You show up, your reservations are good. And I thought that was really cool. It was cool of Cypress Ridge. And last year, when we were done playing in 2020, we made our reservations for both days at Cypress Ridge because Morro Bay still wasn't opened up for people that didn't live in SLO. And then when we got done last year, we called Morro Bay and they said, well, we're still under those. And it just shows you how liberal the coast is and how terrified they are of their own shadows. And it's really, really pathetic, because I love the Morro Bay course. I like Morro Bay itself. It's a neat little town. I like staying there. I don't have a problem with the Royal Grande. I've never stayed there before, but it's a neat little place too. I hate Pismo. If you're not from around here, I don't recommend Pismo Beach as a destination. There's nowhere to park. There's nowhere to stay. The traffic stinks. It's terrible. It's a horrible place. But Royal Grande and down there in Napomo, those places are all pretty cool. Morro Bay's a great little place. Even as liberal as it is, it's a great place to go hang out and do things. But it just really annoys me when I go over there and have to deal with those people, because most of the people over there are liberals. You can tell when they're talking, you can tell when they're walking and driving, and I hate to be stereotypical, but it is what it is. Stereotypes aren't whipped up out of thin air for any group. They're based on the way people behave. And does everybody behave that way? Of course not. But that's where stereotypes come from. And they're stereotypical liberals over there, and they have been for a really long time. But I want to give props to Cypress Ridge Country Club, Golf Course and Country Club. It's a really, really beautiful course. It's a great course. It's tough, but I like playing there. I never play well there. I rarely play well anywhere, but I really don't play well there. But I love going over there. They're such cool people. If you're going to be in the area, go check out Cypress Ridge and shoot around there. You'll go back. But I really hope, and I was going to say, after the end of last year, they're still, at Morro Bay, we're still under that protocol. I don't think they are now, but we made our reservations with Cypress already. I hope we go back to Morro Bay next year. I really do. I hope things have opened up and that the Democrats haven't whipped out or trotted out another boogeyman to scare everybody into staying home and scare everybody into not letting people who don't live there come play on their golf course. Do you have any place like that around you? Have you had to deal with anything like that? Do you live on the California coast and have to live among these people and deal with them? Because, like I said, I know quite a few conservatives over there, and while they love living at the coast, they hate dealing with the people. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Shoot me an email at motorpoet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. We'll see you all later, maybe out on the course.